Today, we Group 9 are going to talk about the one of our favorite movie named Rocky, or the Thai name Rocky Racha Kampan Tuk Sangvian. It doesn't matter how much you know about this movie, because our presentation will blow your mind. Please enjoy. About the movie. About the movie. This movie is about a guy who is a debt collector. His name is Rocky. Normally, when you hear about debt collector, you imagine about big tough guy, come with an ugly face and look so violent. But that is not him. Rocky is just like a normal person that want to be successful in his life and also want to have someone who love him. But his job didn't suit him well. He's too gentle for his job. He's a kind man. On the other hand, his life isn't that bad. Since he was young, he always training boxing and keep training it until now. And the goddess of luck blessed him. He get a chance to become a famous boxer because the best boxer on that time want to fight with him. Since he know that, he quit his job and training boxing harder and harder.
What?
The New Year Eve's day, on the New Year's Day, the fight between him and the best boxer began. During the fight, he sustained various injuries, but he stood and fought toughly until the end of the fifth round. Due to the less experience, a smaller body, and other factors, he loses from the score of the fight. However, the fight made him famous.
And the strength of this movie includes an interesting story and a great camera work. The story is so interesting that everyone can't stop watching. There are many emotions and scenes like love scene, drama scene, and a legendary scene is a training scene that Rocky run and climb up to the Philadelphia Museum of Art until the last scene, the boxing scene that Rocky fight. So it shows that discipline and enthusiasm can lead us to success. This story will inspire everyone in some ways. And the camera work is so great. Obvious scene is the boxing scene at the end. I can see every movement when they fight, and I can see their facial expressions. It makes me feel like I'm actually watching a match in the stadium. But the weakness of this movie is some scenes are unnecessary, such as the boxing scene. There are too many rounds. The many rounds look like the same, so it makes me feel less excited. And some love scenes, there are too many dialogues that make the movie go off topic.
Compare and contrast movie with lesson in class or experience in life. Similarities. Rocky wake up early every day to practice by himself, and finally he can do it well. It shows that the talent and endeavor lead to success. Developing EQ will increase self-control like Rocky. A good family, friend, and lover will support you. Adrian, Lucky girlfriend, and Polly, Lucky friend, are good people that support Lucky. Defeat is a good passion if you stand up again. You should make hay while the sun shines, like Lucky, except that of Apollo Kid. Boxing agent deduct a lot of Rocky money. It shows the powerful often separate with less power. Although unlicensed boxing is illegal, but it is a career giving a chance for somebody like Rocky. He received money from unlicensed boxing. A good coach has much experience that can teach you both technique and life skills. Focusing on your goal and practicing by yourself are key to success.
So, for the view towards the topic, I think that Rocky's storyline fits perfectly with our topic, which is performing at your best. The movie actually shows many scenes about extremists of Rocky's performance. In the first scene, Rocky's main opponent was the world heavyweight champion named Creed, and at that time, Rocky was actually a no-name boxer, so people think that it is obvious that Rocky is gonna lose, and they also convinced him to just give up because there's no chance to win. But Rocky didn't give up at all, like at all. He just keep on training every day, like really hard training. And as an extremist, he also quit his debt collector job to training more. For many people, it's gonna be like it is too much, but for him, it is mean that he is focused 100% right on the boxing. And on the stage of the last scene, Rocky did put up a really great fight against Creed. He stand and fight until last round, this is best. And even though that he lost, I think that his best performance on the stage actually paid off greatly because he became well-known boxer after all. Everybody's proud, and the best of all, he also became the best friend with Apollo Creed as well. So I think that's why Rocky's movie was the great symbol of performing at your best.
And the last part of this presentation is about, would you recommend the movie to others? I can confidently tell you that Rocky is one of the best sport movies. It was guaranteed by 3 Oscar awards and made $225 million in the United States. There are many dramas that were described with the good techniques to make the dilemma look more interesting. Moreover, this movie is full with American dreams that encourage people with the equality of opportunity and freedom. From the first scene until the middle scene of the movie, they present on a slow life way of the Rocky. But on the last half scene, since he gets an opportunity, the movie becomes faster to show that many things around him have suddenly changed. On the other hand, Rocky doesn't success in the boxing scene because the film technique in that time could not make a realistic fight for the final scene. For overall, I gave this movie 4.5 out of 5 stars, and I highly recommended that you should watch Rocky at least one time in your life, especially if you love boxing. I confirm that you will love this movie. Thank you for your attention and hopefully you will enjoy the movie.